Alright, what's up my single chats? How y'all doing? Because everyone is on the streets right now. The entire community is dropping stones. The entire community is dropping rocks, asking for a good game. And hey, guess what? Like, I'm with the community, right? This is a community I grew up in. The community is once again asking for no skill-based matchmaking or remove the skill-based matchmaking. The community is also asking for no friendly. And listen, quite frankly, I grew up in this community and I absolutely agree. I do agree. And today we got none other than the homie Drifter. He is back, the man, the myth, the guy that ended up getting a hand job in an airport. Deadass, he actually revealed this information a couple of years ago and then he kind of peaced out from the YouTube scene and now he's back talking about the skill-based matchmaking, ladies and gentlemen. As a brown man, I always love to be on the videos, I always love to be around the videos that talk about anti-skill-based matchmaking. Smash the like button if you love to be around anti-skill-based matchmaking videos too.
I do want to give you a warning before we move any further into this video that you should really buckle up because this is going to be a spicy video and I'm serious about that. If you don't want to hear somebody being very contrarian, if you don't want to hear somebody complaining, if you don't want to hear direct criticism,
I love toxic gamers,
of probably you, the community, now is a good time to leave and watch any other video because more or less in the back end, we are going to have some spicy opinions flowing.
Yes, sir.
Skill-based matchmaking is once again one of the most common topics in the Call of Duty community. The Reddit threads about it are nearly endless. There are tons and tons and tons of YouTube videos, Twitter or X post, Facebook, every social media website is flooded with this. You see the clan tag in game, you see people talking about it in game, you see people talking about.
Shout out to the community, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the community and me as a brown man. I demand no skill-based matchmaking. We demand finished games at launch. We demand no microtransactions in Call of Duty. We demand no friendly UAV online. We demand games to be absolutely free. We demand free PlayStation Online, we demand free Xbox Live, we demand games to be microtransactions and skill-based matchmaking free. Smash the like button if you also demanding for the same.
About it on Discord, and the consensus that the community has is that skill-based matchmaking is probably going to be the worst part of MW3, and their experience with the beta was that it was rather tight skill matching, and they're probably right. Of all of the things that's going
to... Bro, the skill-based matchmaking, listen man, this is the first year I did not pre-order a Call of Duty game. This is the first year that I'm not buying. Yeah, I know that sounds like a shocker right now, but I'm gonna wait like 2 months after Modern Warfare 3 launches. I'm gonna wait if these suckers are gonna dig the community down or not, if these suckers gonna be constantly having bundles after bundles, and if they're gonna keep the skill-based matchmaking tighter than a bumhole, then I ain't getting this game. I'm not getting this game though. Okay, I'll wait till Treyarch's Call of Duty because quite frankly I do believe that next year will be better. This is probably copium, let's be real. This is probably copium, but I believe that Treyarch is gonna revive this game. But me as a brown man, I'm gonna smash like on this anti-skill-based matchmaking video. Smash the like button if you love smashing likes on anti-skill-based matchmaking video.
Gonna frustrate people long-term about the game. Skill matching is probably gonna be #1, and I think the entire community would prefer connection-based matchmaking.
Agreed.
Just match to the closest server with the best connections, and I think most of the community is reasonable enough to say that maybe we need some very loose skill matching, or at least keep that special bottom-tier player-protected bracket.
Wrong! We just won. We're not against skill-based matchmaking though. We want skill-based matchmaking. We love skill-based matchmaking.
Stop the cap.
We love, trust me guys, hear me out, okay? We love skill-based matchmaking, but throw it in the rank play. Damn it, throw it in the rank play. And keep public connection-based, keep public random like they used to be, keep public, okay? No algorithm. We don't like algorithm in public lobbies, okay? Keep skill-based matchmaking in rank play. Like the video if you agree.
Bracket for new players, for people that play with disabilities and stuff like that. You know,
and you guys can have boot camp as well, like you guys used to before.
You don't want Doom Clan running around stomping people that are like special needs gamers playing on adaptive controllers. So,
yeah, this was Faze Swagg or K3, I believe, right? You also guys remember, right? Let me take you back to that time where it all began. I believe it was around Modern Warfare 19 or maybe even Vanguard. I don't remember fully, but I remember there were articles written. You guys can also cross-check. And we had articles that were saying that K3 dropped a nuke on a handicapped Call of Duty player. And that news was going viral because K3 and, you know, toxic YouTubers, they were reverse boosted. They were reverse boosting and dunking on the handicapped Call of Duty players, trashing them, dropping nukes on, like, I mean, damn, bro, that was absolutely
That probably still
bro.
needs to exist, but by and large, the community wants connection matching instead of skill matching.
Agreed.
And I think Call of Duty is very unique as a game because it actually has a casual mode. 99% of new games that come out are all about the ranked mode, about leveling up, about ranking up, and unranked or casual play, which is what about 99% of Call of Duty players play, is basically just a big warm-up match in every other game where nothing matters and nobody cares. The same is more or less true of most of the big Battle Royale games because they all do some degree of skill matching in their systems, whether you really notice it or not.
But they don't do it. Well, here's the thing, Mr. Smarty Pants. The fact of the matter here is that in other games you don't notice it. Maybe in some games, right? Maybe in 1 game, maybe in 2 games, maybe in 3 games, maybe even in 5 games you notice it, right? Bruh. But it ain't that crazy. It ain't that thick like Call of Duty. Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking is thicker than a bumhole, okay? It is so thick that, and the algorithm is so strong to the point where it can know how many kids you're gonna have. It can even find out if you're gonna be changing your gender or not. It's gonna find out if you're gonna have a Bud Light later on or not. It's gonna find out. It even knows who Call of Shame is, to be honest. Yes, you do not know. I don't know who Call of Shame is, but the algorithm knows who Call of Shame is. This is how strong the algorithm is, bro. It can even find out if your girl is preggo or not before she even finds out. Just the way she would play Call of Duty and move like those analog. I mean, this algorithm will find out if she preggo or not, though. I mean, this is a crazy. This is a devil itself, bro. It needs to be gone. It needs to be put in a ranked play. Take it far away from public lobbies.
The better you get at those games, the harder your lobbies get. And those kind of work like Call of Duty in that the more competitive players like to rack up kills in lobbies, but they have their own ranked modes as well. For example, can any of you offhand think of a game with the casual mode being the focus? And I'll say not simple fun party games, not Jackbox, not the Animal Fight game or stuff like that, but a serious big boy shooter that got a lot of work and a lot of funding and is going to have a huge audience. What of these games does not have ranked?
I guess Battlefield 2042. Alright, now that's a joke though. But I do believe right now Battlefield 2042 can cater to like casuals. X-Defiant? Yes sir, X-Defiant, hell yeah bro. Hell yeah! X-Defiant has promised that there will be 0 skill-based matchmaking. The finals is also a very strong contender, although I'm not sure if that game is gonna have skill-based matchmaking or not. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be just a tiny bit. It's nowhere near gonna be as egregious as Call of Duty though. Call of Duty, they just lost the plus. These sons of female dogs, they need their ass beat up right now, bro. They need their ass beat up in GTA, I gotta say.
As the main focus. None of them are all pretty much focused on ranked or their battle royale, and Call of Duty is the lone standout that I'm aware of that has a focus on casual play instead of its competitiveness. Oh, I think in one. Battlefield is a pretty casual game, but Battlefield 2042 is pretty much dead. Moving back to Call of Duty.
Yo, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. It is. It is pretty much alive, man. Check the Steam count, okay? Check the Steam count. Even though I have not played Battlefield 2042 since launch, but some of my homeboys played, and they say it is pretty good though. If you guys actually played, let me know in the comments below if you're having a good experience or not. But even at launch, I always enjoyed the gunplay in Battlefield 2042. I always enjoyed that, but their biggest problem was that they tried to copy. In fact, they copied Call of Duty hard though. They tried to be Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is trying to be somebody else, and this is why they're having an identity crisis, both of them.
Call of Duty is at its core a casual game, with competitive being an afterthought, and there's very few modern games that operate like this. Activision, very early on in the COD lifecycle, very quickly realized that some players were getting way too good for their game, and they were utterly dominating, destroying people, running, dropping nukes in every lobby, and making it not fun for everybody else to play, and that was causing issues with player retention.
Yeah, they probably saw Swagg like... They probably saw Swagg going in crazy. They probably saw Nadia, the 9KD player, cheat and pwn stomp all those noobs out there. It'd be what it'd be, but listen, man, you should not be blaming your fan base. You should not be punishing your fan base, bruh, that are actually decent or good at the game, bro. I'm not even talking about 9KD player like Nadia, even though I just did. Bruh. But she cheats. I'm not also talking about Faze Swagg. Faze Swagg likes to... Right? I'm not even talking about them, but listen to your core fan base, bruh. Listen to your decent players, bruh. Listen to the players that are above average in your game, man. They are not having a good time. You suckers need to invest in Ricochet, like Nero Shenema would say. You need to invest more in Ricochet and ban these cheaters. I would argue these cheaters and these reverse boosters are a big problem to your casuals, to the noobs that you are trying to protect. Like, damn, bro, y'all are treating people like they are retards, even if they are not. Y'all are slapping your fan base intelligence when you keep them in retard lobbies, though. That's exactly what you're doing, though. Right? If you do not believe me, I will have that video pinned in the comments where you can see the retard lobbies with your own eyes. I will pin it in the comment and link you at the end, okay?
And they, at some point in eons past, hundreds of years ago, were probably running a more rudimentary simple connection algorithm, with skill being a more limited factor, but that ended up with the top 1% of players dominating every single lobby, which means people stopped playing. People don't like getting dominated, they don't like getting stomped, they don't like going through the experience that I went through after J-Hub dropped a nuke on my account of having to sweat your balls off every single lobby, and that means that they're not going to be playing the game, they're not going to be maintaining monthly active users, which is what Activision cares about, they're not going to be buying microtransactions or DLC at the time. As a little side note, before we continue down this path, I will admit that recently, after the hand injury, skill-based matchmaking has been kind of nice for me. Of course, until J-Hub ruined it with a nuke.
Yeah, Drifter, I mean, listen, he had a hand job not long ago, but then I believe he broke. He had like health conditions, and after that the skill-based matchmaking was very, very nice to him. I wonder why. And man, K3 and cheaters and reverse boosters, bro, they're gonna take advantage. They took advantage of the entire situation, started dropping nukes on the handicapped Call of Duty players, man. I mean, get your ass out of here, bro.
I used to not mind being in really competitive, sweaty lobbies. I liked competitive games. It was fun for me. I was able to compete more. But now with nearly broken hands that have very severely limited use and use time for that matter, I really don't have much patience for playing against the best, hardest players in the world. And I imagine that this, because I mean, I've only got a couple of games a day, right? So I imagine this is very similar to the single dad who only gets an hour or two of gaming before his kids go to bed. The college student who's really trying to finish that master's degree and can squeak in like 2 games a week just to kind of de-stress, and they don't want to be put in hyper-competitive lobbies. But back on topic, Activision knows that they have to find a way to even out these lobbies or they lose money. Thus, our current system...
Man, this is such a pathetic way to do this thing, man. They are slapping your intelligence. If you have seen that video, I will link it in the description. Most of you guys probably seen it already, I'm assuming. If you have not, then definitely check it out. But they are purposely trying to make you a retard. Bruh. That's exactly what's happening, though. They are... Listen, man, I've seen it with my own eyes. I cannot be silent right now. I've seen it with my own eyes. You remember the meme, right, on Twitter? I don't remember the exact quote, but it's like, hey, it's rigged for money. I'm sorry. I saw it live. I cannot stop talking about it. There's a quote, something like that. But, man, the low IQ lobbies, they're purposely trying to lower your IQ even further, man. The retard lobbies are real, guys, for real. Deadass,
skill-based matchmaking was born and has been refined several times over the years. However, COD fans are tired of this. They complained about it for a long time. I was on the forefront of trying to prove it. I got the glory of being wrong 4 times in a row before finally being right and getting proof. People only remember the wrong ones.
Yeah! Yo, that's true though, because Drifter, I remember though, he was like, skill-based matchmaking don't exist. You guys are toxic. You guys are wrong. Man, this guy, this sucker said that skill-based matchmaking don't exist. And now he's like, and now he's admitting. I mean, okay, shout out to him for admitting that he was wrong. But bruh, like this has come full circle. This has aged like a milk right now, bro. This aged like milk, bro.
That's the fun part of all this. But COD fans know that it's real. We have the scientific evidence to prove that it's real. The company is still kind of moot on this point. They don't like talking about it. They don't like acknowledging that it exists. And What's been increasingly noticeable over the years, through my testing, Ace's testing, and repeated testing that I had nothing to do with, is that the connection quality is being impacted by skill matching. That skill matching is in some capacity overriding connection quality. Now, when we first started doing these tests, we found relatively negligible changes in connection of 15 to 20 milliseconds of ping. That's what I found in my very older test. But in more recent games, it seems to be more in the 40 to 60 millisecond range, which is way more noticeable when you're gaming, and is more likely to put you on out-of-region servers, which can result in more jitter and packet loss and stuff like that. And unfortunately, Activision absolutely does not care about this in the slightest, no matter how much you can.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, the fact that you're wearing a Taco Bell shirt, it kind of proves my point. It does prove my point that they do not care. They are literally having Taco Bell and just letting everything out on the fan base right now. And this is that video. This is the video where they literally have retard lobbies, guys. You're not gonna believe it. Check this out for yourself, by yourself, and I will see you right there.